early morning rain. There was thunder to the south, thunder to the west, lightning too. I hope we don't get too much of that, because not that it's going to affect that part of the work, but a lot of times the power will go out. Okay, this is the start of a little termite mound. See them all? I'll pull back so you can just see. But I think we need to get rid of these. Yeah, that's been going on since last night. Why can't they keep that down in the dock? Why does that have to be over here? Well, the cement wall is taken apart, and I've got them cleaning it up, and it'll be a short, quick lunch because I've got to get a couple jacks, and then we're going to put the new beam in place. At least that's what I'm hoping. Well, long 2 days, but we got the concrete beam out, the old posts. You can't really see it. I'm sorry about that. I'm still keeping everything in place until this is all put back together. But you can see now there's this will all be pretty much open, so this view, you can sort of see it through the timbers and stuff. But I don't want to take this apart until all of the beam and the new stuff is put back together. Then I'll do it, but not before. But we got that beam in. Of course, most of the guys were like, oh, it's not going to work. But, you know, being from New England, I have lifted a lot of things, put up a lot of things, used a lot of jacks. You know, those are 20-ton jacks. So we got it in there. She's level. I got more than enough room for my Nano door. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We put some other things. We've got some work to do on it tomorrow. It won't be all that bad. Then we'll take those out, and then the columns. I got to talk to a welder about getting me some brackets for the sides and a couple other things, but good day. Well, beam went well. No real issues. Got some reinforcing work to do with it tomorrow. I got to talk to a guy about making me some metal, like angle iron pieces, to make sure it's secured in place. And then, you know, everything should go good, and I'll be on my way out Thursday. So I've gotten done what I wanted this week so far, so that's great. Next, I've got to meet somebody for a meeting about some work that they may potentially want to do. So hopefully this meeting goes relatively well. It's just basically to discuss the possibilities of what we can do. And then he has to talk to somebody else, and then I'll be able to give him a price after they, sort of make a decision on how they want to handle this project, where they want it to go, what they want it to look like, etc., etc. So out, and then we have company coming for dinner. Well, I just got home. It's this is a lot of my normal days. I got home. It's 20 of 6. I left at 6:20 this morning. So I put in some long days. I've still got work to do tonight, but we've got people coming over. And I don't know how that's going to go. We'll see. And then I just got back from a meeting with a person about some houses that need some fairly substantial repairs. And I had to run through what could possibly be done and in what way. So he's not the owner. I went through and said, okay, we can do this, we can do A, we can do B, we can do C, and it's all a matter of what you want. So I went through all those, and that way he can then portray to the owner when he comes, or I can too, but he'll be able to talk to the owner first and say, okay, these are the options and the looks we can do. Which things do you want to do? I mean, some are involving, completely taking off the entire roof and redoing it. Others are taking parts of the roof off, redoing it. So, there's a broad spectrum of stuff that can be done. We'll wait and see. But I've always done that so that people understand these are your options and these are the different prices that you're going to get once you tell me what you want to do. So if you say I want to take off the entire roof and put tongue and groove boards and this and that and the other stuff, well, that has one cost and another one has another cost. So you portray to these potential people what it is they can do. Then it's up to them to decide, and you give them a price on that. And then if that's something they can live with, then I do all my contract work by contract, written. Spells out what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, what's going to be included, what's not going to be included, change work orders if needed, the whole thing. Because that way, that I've always found over the years, and I've done this for almost 35 years, is the best way, because the person who's the client then knows they're getting this, and I know I have to do this. Now, things, of course, change all the time, and most people are perfectly fine with that. You open up something, and there's rot, or there's this, and you've got to deal with that. Hey, they get that. They know that's not your fault. But this way, we're both on the same page when we start, and we can have hopefully a great working relationship right from the get-go. Not like, I thought you were using this. I never said that. I don't like doing that. I like them to be just as comfortable with what I'm doing as they possibly can be, because most people don't do construction. So if you can make it so that they understand what they're supposed to get, when they're supposed to get it, how it's going to be done, everything else, they're much more comfortable and in the project and also in you. Now, it's got a couple steps because I've got to wait till he talks to the owner. Then I'll have to talk to him again and back and forth. When or if it happens, that I never know.